grind is 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion when it got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past. I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
We are ready, and so... took the Eagles to the mountaintop, now his 6th season in the NFL.
So this is the type of quarterbacks that just give the best way to defend him. Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. 36-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The receiver is Dotson, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one, just enough for another 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. That's good for another Eagles.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he skips away nicely for that 1st defender. It's a pickup of 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuffed them on 4th down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 19 yards for the 2nd straight play. They are rolling. Another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A give. And here comes Williams. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Tight end motioning left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Try. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Delivers it quick to Brown. And he's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Down the sideline. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead. Score. Here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboys 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Reed Blankenship up from his safety spot, finds a way in and records the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. He marked down very close to the 1st down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. He's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Trying to find Penny, CD can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Taking off and trying to get there. And he's going to have the Cowboys first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, it's Dak. Get this complete. It's over. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Play action now. Prescott. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. Got in there defensively, gummed up the works a little bit, and it'll bring up second down.
It is exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
That's Goddard in motion. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, Nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Third and long for Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Right side, he's got Ferguson.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. Back deep for the Eagles, Avery Williams. A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Man in motion is Brown. Saquon. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got a tight end out to the left. And they'll take this down inside the 45. 17
mentioned, Mike, I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Give him 12 on that one. They're on the mark. Another first down.
After the catch.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Possession to start the second quarter. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one caught before. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up the score.
And he lost the football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Play fake. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Williams gets in on the draw. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets up to the 24. 24-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a Cowboy first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, here's Dak. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. It's second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second down, Prescott. And he'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Go play action. It's Prescott. Left side. Caught by Lamb. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the running back. He's waited patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him runs down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete. It's Sanders.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run the draw with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll go again with Williams. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can with the push. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
A 22-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And now he'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's Goddard in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose, and put an end to this drive.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He keeps it himself. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down. 19 yards.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Off play action. Nakobe Dean gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Looking underneath, he'll find Sanders. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 60-yard attempt. His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. To go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage
Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man. It's Smith. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
We'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Third and long for Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, just like that. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Hurts gonna hold on to this one.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Hurts. Forced out wide. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
So third and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
Back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? To throw is Hurts. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Levante Turpin on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Second half.
Jake Elliott to kick
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. Pull him up and down, just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, it's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
On third down, Prescott. Completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's second down and 4. Here's Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. play fake. Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep them contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 94 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run the toss here to Sanders. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
2nd down, Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and short. Prescott taking off. He'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give, and here comes Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll try to run for it, and he'll get into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Was good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Osa Odigizua getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you work.
And he's going to have the Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
Key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. They're setting up the screen. This one's going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a
footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd and long for Hurts. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one working up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
7-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. They trail out by 6. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
2 yards on the
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
There's that man again. Another catch. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.